Okay, so this is the last video for section 1.5. So if you'll go all the way to the bottom of the notes, there is an LC example. I had this on Learning Catalytics, but we'll go ahead and just work through it right here. We were asked to find two consecutive integers whose product is 110. So what I'm looking at here is, first of all, I'm looking for two numbers that multiply together to give me 110. Not only that, these two numbers have to be consecutive. They have to be next to each other. And then lastly, they have to be integers. So these are going to be pretty numbers. So they could be positive or negative, but they've got to be pretty. So the first thing that we'll do is let's go ahead and set up an equation. Notice that I have x times x plus 1. Now think about this. Are these going to be consecutive numbers? If this guy is 3, this guy is 4. If this guy is negative 17, this guy here, oh dear, sorry about that. This guy here, it's not letting me mess with that, is going to be a negative 16. So yes, these are consecutive numbers. And so then what we'll do next is just clean this up. So we want to multiply, and we'll get x squared plus x equals 110. And we'll pull that 110 over so that we can solve our quadratic. This one's a pretty easy one to factor. So we have x plus 11 quantity times quantity x minus 10 is equal to 0. Solve your mini equations and you get an x equals a negative 11 or an x equals 10. These are not the only two solutions. Remember, my x was just this guy up here. So I have two different options. If my x is negative 11, then that means that my other number has to be a negative 10. And somehow my negative disappeared there. All right, so x is equal to negative 11, x is equal to negative 10. So I have two solutions, or two numbers, I should say, for that one. And I'm sorry, something is happening here. I'm not sure exactly what happened. If my x is negative 11, then I have two solutions, a negative 11 and a negative 10. If my x is equal to 10, and go up here, then I know that my x plus 1 is going to equal 11. We'll see if I wrote down the right thing over here. No, I did not. So if my x is 10, my x plus 1 will be 11. So I have two sets of solutions, either a 10 and 11 or a negative 11 and a negative 10.